The things no one tells you about your first funeral. When someone calls to tell you the tide has finally gone out, you will have a sudden and intimate knowledge of drowning. The whirlpool will own your throat while the waves crash down on the beached whale of your inability to make sense of this storm. When you airplane back to the place where you are from, inevitably your flight will be so delayed you'll find yourself at the airport bar, throwing back your third glass all too easily next to a shadow who does not know your name, but has no problem cheerfully questioning if you are traveling for business or pleasure. So unsure of how to answer, you will stare so long you will not notice the shadow has slipped away. Later, you will sit in a familiar living room, engaged in an awkward weather dance of who is raining the hardest, while the twisted pines of your family tree will stretch their pirate limbs, laying claim to treasures barely freed from the lost one's grip. You will feel sick and so quiet. When they ask you to write the eulogy, you will curse every pretty word that has ever crossed your lips. Damn your poet heart. Damn them for thinking it was strong enough for this. It will keep you awake for days, balancing on the perfect love letter with the perfect goodbye kiss, trying to turn missing into a simple collection of syllables and starch at the church. While the priest is busy monotoning, you might hold an old rosary uncomfortably in your hand, mumbling other people's prayers to the tune of a song you have not written yet, your metronome eyes keeping time between a photograph and the box of a person once been. After the service, in between the fruit punch and the sugar cookies, you will be berated by mouths desperate to word you every last one of their stories. But when they hear that this is your first battleground, the inaugural fallen soldier in your line of defense, they will babble talk how lucky you are, making it all the way to 27 years old before being shot for the first time. But it will not feel like luck. It will feel like a strange and incipient form of torture you should have been training for a long time ago. You will fly back home. Your apartment will be just as you left it. You will sign bills with the same signature you always wrote, but in the off-breath. Between the real life and the things we can't seem to forget, there will be an emptiness so strangulating you will pray only for a clean breath. Woo!